Boker Tov, Chodesh Tov, Masechet Yevamot Daf Amud Aleph. We are talking about 85a1. The Gemara says, Vahadeh, we're talking about now Tum'ah. Vare Tum'ah, the Yisur of Kohanim becoming Tameh, the Lav Shem Shaveh Bakol. It's not Shaveh Bakol, because it's only the Kohanim that are not allowed to become Tameh. The Tama, right? And we also say that the reason why the Nashim Kohanot, they are going to be permitted, which means, can a Kohenet go to a cemetery? Yes, she can. There's no problem. Yeah, a woman, she can go to a cemetery. She can go to the doctors. The Ketav Lachmana b'nei Aharon. It says in the pasuk b'nei Aharon v'lo b'not Aharon. Halav hachi. If it wasn't for that, Havamina would have had a Havamina. Nashim chayavot. The women, the Kohanot, would be chayavot in this love there. My tama, why? Lamishum Rabbi Yehuda Manav. It's not because of Rabbi Yehuda Manav. It says isho isha. So one more time, it says isho isha, which means everybody, man and woman. But then not only does it say men and women, right? Also, besides the fact of men and women, it also says, right? B'nei Aharon comes to exclude. That's why a woman that's a Kohenet could go give birth in a hospital. Why can't she give birth in a hospital? What? There are people that are going to be dying there. Yeah, so one more time. We said that a man and a woman, they're both obligated all the mitzvot in the Torah. Ish or isha, whether it's a man or a woman. But since it says b'nei Aharon, we say it's only b'nei Aharon that have a problem with becoming tameh, and not b'not Aharon. That's the reason why a wife of a Kohen, meaning a Kohen, she's allowed to go to the cemetery. She's allowed to go to give birth in the hospital. Why? Because it's only in the men and not in the women. B'nei Aharon. Velo benot Aharon. So says the Gemara, no, we're not going to say because of Isha Isha. Because we already say that we learn lo yikachu, which means the reason why the women are obligated to lavim shenam shemim bakol is only because of lo yikachu. So because of that, we need the mute of b'nei Aharon to teach you that they're pturot from the love of tumah. Meaning, since it said twice lo yikachu, we know that it's also by men and also by women. The women are also obligated not to get married to somebody which is prohibited to them, right? Which means that even though for them there shouldn't be a problem, no, but it's also prohibited. So therefore, we come and we say, but we needed b'nei Aharon, v'lo b'not Aharon, to teach you that there's no problem of tum'ah. Says the Gemara, Ika de'amri, there are those that say, ki chayitz lichale. Says no, the pasuk of lo yikachu was extra. That means besides the Isha Isha, I still needed the lo yikachu. Why? I would have thought to say that since by Tum'ah it's written Mefurash b'nei Aharon v'lo b'not Aharon, meaning that we make that says since it's b'nei Aharon, right over there. So it's only b'nei Aharon v'lo b'not Aharon, right? Which one? No, that's what we're saying. We're saying it's b'nei Aharon v'lo b'not Aharon. Even his wife, right? Anybody, right? Their wives, same thing. It's only b'nei Aharon. Tell the men, not the women, right? They were married, right? No, but they were married. It could be that they had banot. I have no idea. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. It could be. Yes, could be no. I don't know. Yeah, the Moshe Rabbeinu Alabat. It's not written. Yeah, Kamashmanan comes to teach you lo yikachu. What is lo yikachu? To tell you that women are also obligated in the lavim sheram shavim bakol, right? And just like we say, ish or isha. Rav Papa and Rav Huna ben Rav Yeshua yiklau le'itzevu le'atre Rabbi Baravi. So Rav Papa and Rav Huna ben Rav Yeshua, they went to visit Hintzevu. Yeah, Hintzevu. It says we okay, Shach Hintzevu, whichever one it is. So this was the city of Rabbi Baravi. Ba'u minayu, when they came and they asked him, Kuzaru ksherot ilaselim tzunim olo. Are the Kohanot ksherot, are they obligated to make sure that they don't get married to anybody that's pasful for them? Right? For example, a halal or not? So Rav Papa says, we already learned it. Asara yuchasin alum mi Bavel. There was 10 genealogies, 10 lineages that came up from Bavel to Israel. Kohanim, Leviim, Salim, Chalim, Gerim, Charurim. Charurim are basically Abdeka, Karanim, Meshukran. Mamzerim, Netinim, Shtupi, Vasupi. Kohanim, Leviim, Salim, Kohanim, Leviim, Israelim, they're permitted to come to get married to each other. Yeah? Yeah, so it's definitely here that basically they came up all to Israel. So the Kohanim, Leviim, Israelim, they're going to be permitted to get married to each other. Leviim, Israelim, Bechalalim, Also, the Leviim Israelim and the Chalalim, also the Gerim, the Chalalim, they're allowed to get married to each other. Also, a Ger or Gioret or a Eved Kanani that was Mishuklar or Mamzer, Natin, Shtukivas, they're allowed to get married with each other. But we didn't learn Kohen to a Halal. Why? Because we learned the Furash. A Kohen is not allowed to get married to a Halal. So you see from here that since these are the 10 genealogies that came up from Babel to Eretz Israel, right? This is during the time of Ezra Sofer, and there were certain decrees, so that you see that a Kohen is not allowed to get married to a Halala. So Amale Ravuna Benet and Yeshua. Ravuna Benet and Yeshua comes and says, right, as follows. Really, Be'emet Kohanot are permitted to get married to Halalim. He says, whenever you have a place where one was getting married to the other and the other was getting married to the other, which means that it worked on both sides of the coin, meaning the men to the women and the women to the men, then we learned the furash, the mishpat, the dictum saying, mutarim levos zebazeh. But Kohen, he wanted to get married to a halala, it makes him masul. So lo ktani, that's how we get it. Which means like this: in this side of the coin, it's only that a woman, a kohenet, could get married to a halal. Why? Because even though she's becoming a halala, she's not obligated to watch herself. So therefore, there's no problem. However, though a kohen cannot get married to a halala. So since it doesn't work both sides of the equation, that's why we didn't learn the mishpat of mutarim lavos zebazeh. When we say mutarim lavos zebazeh, it means that the men are allowed to get married to the women in that status quo, and the women are allowed to get married to the men in that status quo. But here, Rabbi says, no. Even if you're going to tell me that a kohenet is allowed to get married to a halal, but a kohen is not allowed to get married to a halala. So because of that, we didn't learn mutarim lavos zebazeh. Atu lekame the Rabbi bar Avi. So they came in front of Rabbi bar Avi. Amar lehu, so Rabbi bar Avi came and he said, Dateke. Yeah, he says, children. Hachi Amar Rabbi Yehuda Madav. This one Rabbi Yehuda said the name of Dav. Lo zaru kesherot mitzilip sulim. He says the kesherot are not obligated to get married to the psulim and like halalim, and therefore it's a pashut, it's mefurash, right? That's the care of little children, right? So therefore he comes and he says, right? He comes and he says that it's going to be kasher for getting married to psulim. Fine. Because one of them wanted to say that it's a Gemara Mefureshet from the Asara Yufasin. One of them wanted to say that no, that it doesn't work both ways around. The other one says, I don't understand why you guys are coming. Why? It's a Gemara Mefureshet, right? It's coming from Pasuk, that Huzaru, right? The one that says over here, that the Benot, the Kohanot, right, were not obligated to watch themselves, not getting married to anybody that is Pasuk. Said the Mishnah, we're by the two dots. Two dots says, so the people of Bnei Bini, they came and they asked the question from Rav Sheshat. Sheniya laba'al velo sheniya layavam. Yes la ketubah miyam or lo. When you have a case of sheniya, what is sheniya? Sheniya is no. Yeah, it's a sheniya laba'al, not isha sheniya, right? It's not sheniya. Sheniya la rayot. We're not talking about the second one. Right? Isha lebal means is that she's a shniya la rayot to the husband, but not a shniya la rayot to the yavam. Does she have a ketubah from the yavam, or does she not have a ketubah from the yavam? So it says the Gemara, Kevin more, since more said already in the Masechet Mudal, ketubata nifse balarishon. The ketubah goes back to the first husband. So let me see, she doesn't have a ketubah from the yavam. Why? Because even though also from Balad Ishon, right, which was a Shnialo, right, also, Odinma, or maybe you were going to say, Kevin Dinu let Labi Nishon, she wouldn't have had for the Rishon. Takilu Labanam, Misheni, that we do accept from the Sheni. Meaning, a woman always needs a ketubah. Usually she has the ketubah from the first husband, because the second husband, which is the Yavam, is the continuation of the first husband. But let's say there was no ketubah from the first husband. So then the rabbis didn't institute a ketubah from the second husband, right, from the Yavam. So Gamitla, so she should also have it. So Amaleh Rav Sheshat, when Sheshat comes and answers, Tenitua, we already answered. We already learned this. Where do we learn this? Ketubata al-Mitzveh Balad Ishon. We said that the ketubah is on the property of the first husband. If it's going to be a shniya to the second, to the baal, to the husband, so then she doesn't even get from the second husband as well. So you see from here Mefurash that the shniya labal also does not get ketubah from the Yavam. So says the Gemara, Miklal, Tika di Yevamos. So 1 second. That means when we say afilu mi Yavam, mashma that sometimes there is going to be from the Yavam, right? Even from another property, from somewhere else. So what does that mean then? So says the Gemara, you're right. We're lacking part of the bright, and this is what you have to say. Ketubata anikseba ladishon. The ketubah is on the properties of the first husband. If she doesn't get it, she has it from the second husband. If she was a shniya l'arayot for the husband, as afilu mi Yavam elma. So even from the Yavam, she doesn't get it. So one more time. Usually she always gets a ketubah from the first husband. If there's nothing from the first husband, she gets from the second husband, which is the Yavam. However, though, if it's a shniya la'ba'al, shniya la'boel, la Yavam, shniya la'Yavam, so then also she does not get from the Yavam either. Ask Rabbi Elazar from Rabbi Yochanan. Almana lekohen gadol u'grusha v'chalutza lekohen idiot. Yesh lehem mezonot or lehem mezonot. When you have a prohibited relations, for example, almana getting married to a kohen gadol, or a grusha v'chalutza getting married to a kohen idiot, yesh lahem mezonot or en lahem mezonot. Do they get mezonot or don't they get mezonot? What does that mean? Does he give them to each? Why? Because since the entire marriage was done b'isur, so the question is, do they get parnasa or do they not get parnasa? So no, during the lifetime. 1 minute. Said, but hey, tell me what is the case exactly? If you're going to tell me that she's still under him, right? Which means that she's in a matzav that he has to divorce her. Because remember, obviously, an almanat or he has to divorce her. So what? Mizonot idla? Are you going to come and you're going to tell me that she gets mizonot? Right? What does that mean? Right? So he says, "Lo tzricha." What do we do? Shalach hu lemdinat hayam velakta ve'achla. He left. What? No, he lo met. He didn't die. He didn't. Now what happened? He went to Medinat Hayam, and right now she comes and she needs to eat. So what does she do? She borrowed money, and she's eating. So now the question is, who has to pay? Right? Mizoneh t'nai ketubah. Do we say that mizonot is a t'nai of the ketubah? Right? Because in the ketubah it says that she's always eating from his property. Umideila ketubah. So since she does get a ketubah, itla mizonot, she gets parnasa, she gets mizonot. Or Dilmar, maybe we're going to say ketubah itself, the lemishkal u'meipak, is only in order that she comes and she gets out of his reshut. So then itla, right? So then she gets the ketubah. But mizoneh, dilma te'akev gabeh. The mizonot is the exact opposite. What's the purpose when we said that she gets a ketubah, right? And I thought that's what you wanted to say about the ketubah, right? What is the ketubah? One second. Let me explain, and you'll understand. One more time. Yeah, what exactly are we talking about? Yeah, we have, right, the almanah and the manat to kohen gadol, grusha v'chalutza to kohen idiot. We spoke about do they get a ketubah or not. So this we didn't learn a week ago. We just learned this yesterday to do with that they do have a ketubah. So now the question now is as follows, right? Now I thought we were going to say one second. If they have ketubah, so maybe they have mezonot. Says the Gemara, no. If you're going to tell me, right, that right now she's here, right, and now we're asking does she get mezonot or not, we're forcing him to divorce her. What do you mean she gets mezonot, right? The betting come and they force him to divorce her. If not, so then he becomes a halal. You understand? He stays in a halal status quo, right? And until today, there are kohanim, which are halal status quo. What does that mean? They're married to goyot or grusha v'chalutzot or all these things. And then what happens is they don't get aliyah to the kohen, they don't do birkat kohanim, they don't get tumot ma'asrot, they don't get anything. So therefore, they're like a halal. They're not really halal because remember that if right now he's going to divorce her, right, and he's going to swear that he would never do such a thing again, but he has to swear on that Rabbi, right? So therefore, that there's not going to be any type of a marriage whatsoever in prohibited fashion. So then he would get back the kohen status. So it's not 100% halal, but at the time, this status quo is that he's like a halal. So therefore, what happens is like this: if right now he's here and she's here, and we're asking, does he get mizonot? Obviously, that's not a question, because we're obligated to throw her out. So therefore, we're not talking. What are we talking? He went to Medinat Hayam. She's here. What happens is she needs to eat. He's not around. There's no such thing as a credit card. So what did you do? She did take like a credit card. She borrowed money. And now the question is, who pays? Does he have to pay that back, or does she pay that back? So says the Gemara 1 second. What is the safek? Right? What is the safek? Well, she would have to work and pay it back. Yeah. No, he went away. He went away. He went away for a few months for Abudah. The question is that since it could be that if she was here, he's not obligated to give her to Mizunot, but he has to get rid of her. He has to throw her out of the house, right? So therefore, also right now, he's not obligated to give her anything or not. So says the Gemara. 1 second, right? Says the Gemara, right? Right? One minute, here. Why don't we say it depends on the ketubah? Why do we say it depends on the ketubah? Right? At the end of the day, Mizunot is the Tanaya of the ketubah. When a person gets married, one of the things that he obligates himself in the ketubah is what? Mizunot, to be parnasah. He has to give to eat. So therefore, since she has ketubah, she should get also the mizunot. So therefore, at the end of the day, when he divorces her, he has to give her ketubah. Yes. So now he should give her mizunot as well. Says the Gemara, maybe that's not correct. Why? Ketubah is, right, is ketubah zadat, right? Ketubah, right? What you're going to do, what does that mean? You're getting rid of her. What is the ketubah? You get rid of her. So you bear the ketubah. There, that's what we want. We're giving her the ketubah in order to get rid of her and say, out, goodbye, you're not to be married to him. Chazak baruch. Here, what is mizunot? The antithesis of ketubah. The mizunot is that she's going to stay living with him, right? Why? Because he's paying for her room and board. He's paying for everything on the cheshbon baron, right? Everything on the cheshbon balabait. So therefore, she's going to stay even longer. So therefore, she shouldn't get mizunot. Ketubah, she should get. Mizunot, she shouldn't get. So says the Gemara, Elmaleh. One second. Elmaleh, letzla. You're right. She gets no mizunot. So this is what Rabbi Yochanan comes and he answers. Remember, Rabbi Lazar is asking Rabbi Yochanan. Who is Rabbi Lazar? What do we learn in Tanit? Rabbi Lazar is the student of Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Lazar is the student of Rabbi Yochanan. So Rabbi Lazar comes and he asks Rabbi Yochanan, does this woman get mizonot or not? Rabbi Yochanan answers, no. Ask the Gemara, that Tanya Yeshla. Says 1 second, but we learned it right, that you do get it. So answers the Gemara, when do we say that she does get mizonot? La'achar mitah. After he dies. If after he dies and he didn't divorce her, now she gets mizonot all the days of her almanut. Why? Because since the parnasah is the t'nai of the ketubah, so we're not going to come and make a gizerah that she's going to stay by him. Anyway, he dropped 10. Maybe she's going to stay by him. Anyway, that's it. The averah was already done. Done deal. He died. So it's nothing to do with it. So therefore, that's the case where Be'emet, she would still get the mizonot. Eats the amal. Some people say Elmaleh. He comes and he says Tanya Yeshla. He says 1 second. He said, well, we already learned she does get mizonot. So he asked, what do you mean that she gets pretty parnasah? Remember, amod means he has to get up. He has to get rid of her. He has to take her out. So says the Gemara, Tanya Yeshla. Says it was already Yeshla. And so the Gemara, Tanya, when do we learn that she does have mizonot? Only la'achar mitah, after the death of the husband. Tanu Rabbanan, we went to the Brighton. Almanah le Kohen Gadol. Almanah to Kohen Gadol. Lusha v'chalutza le Kohen Idiot. Yesh la ketubah, perot, mezonot, belaot, vehi pesula, vlada pasul, ve'kofino, to leotzi. So look at all the halachot. One more time. You have an almanah to Kohen Gadol or Lusha v'chalutza to Kohen Idiot. So she gets a ketubah. She does get perot, right? Which means that he's obligated to pay her the perot if she had rent or whatever it is that he was benefiting for the time. He has to pay her that. Mezonot, belaot, all the clothing and all these things that she used, she takes it with her. V'hipsula, but she becomes now a halala, right? I mean, she cannot get married to another Kohen. Uvlada pasul, her child also is pasul to the kiuna because he's a halal. Ve'kofino to leotzi, and we obligate him also to give her a get. Shniot, with the shniot l'arayot, which are midigre sofrim, en la ketubah. She doesn't need a ketubah. Velo perot, velo mizonot, velo velo. Ve'iksherav ladakshen. She's kosher, and the child is kosher. At the end of the day, right? Everything's kosher marriage. I mean, shniot l'arayot. Ve'kofino to leotzi, but here also we force them to give a get. So what is the reason why we said I'm not to Kohen Gadol gets ketubah? Right? Why? Because through the marriage, he's pasul to the abudah in the Bet HaMikdash. Right? As we already said. Because anytime that a Kohen is going to get married to somebody that's prohibited to him, he's prohibited. Right? And the abudah Bet HaMikdash until he's going to be in Yedor Mimena Hana'ah. That's what I said before. He has to make mamash a neder of Hana'ah that he's not to benefit from her. Right? For example, in any case where he's going to be pasul and she's going to be pasula. 85b, kansu oto ketubah. They made a knas of the ketubah. Why is it that they said shniyot they did not get ketubah? Because he's kosher and she's kosher. Therefore, once he's kosher and she's kosher, we made a knas to make them lose the ketubah, which means like this. We made it that if right now, anyway, he's going to become pasul and she's going to be pasul, that's already the punishment. He's pasul, she's psula, so therefore, she's still going to get a ketubah from him. But in the case where he's kosher, she's going to say, you know what do I care? I'm going to get married to him. So the rabbi said, you want to get married to him? You want to do that? No problem, no ketubah, you lose out. All of a sudden, she's going to think about it twice. Beforehand, she was already going to think about it because she already became pasul and he's pasul. Here, there's another reason. Rabbi comes and he says another reason to differentiate between them. Halalu midivret Torah v'divret Torah and tzimcha chazul. Halalu midivret sofrim v'divret sofrim tzimcha chazul. There's another reason. What's another reason? He comes and he says the first one, kohen gadol to alamana or a kohen idiot to shema chalutza, it's already doraita. It's already doraita. You don't need chizuk lechazek et davar. But because you don't need chizuk, so therefore there's still a ketubah. Why? We're not going to make a knas. It's already in the Torah. People are careful with it. But the other one is halalu midivret sofrim. It's only drabanan. Since it's drabanan, we have to strengthen it. How do we strengthen it? If we come and we say that she doesn't get a ketubah, she doesn't get midor, she doesn't get all these things, then she's going to think about it twice. She's not going to get herself into such a wachla. Yeah? Davar acher, another reasoning, which is the third reasoning, right? Zehu margila vezo shehi margilato. In the case of the almanat of the kohen gadol, the man is the one that's instigating the wedding. And therefore we come and we make it that right now he has to give the ketubah because it's a punishment on him. Meaning, since he's the instigator, so he has to give the ketubah. Here, in the case of Shniyot Harayot, she's not losing it. So since she's not losing anything, because she's kosher, the ketubah is kosher, everything's still kosher, the children are still kosher. So therefore, she's going to cause him to do the avirah. And she's going to instigate him. Since she's going to be the instigator, so therefore we made a knas on her that she loses out, right, on the ketubah. Who was the one that took the third answer? Because remember, the first answer was Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar. Second answer was Rabbi. Third answer was Davar Acher. Who's this Davar Acher? So Ika Da'am and somebody said Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar Katani. It was also Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar. Umatam Kaman. He's saying what's the reason? Matam Amru Pasul Psula. Why do we say that he's Pasul and she's Psula? Kansu Tuktuba that she still gets a ketubah. Because she's Margila. Therefore, she loses, right? That's why it says over here they give her a knas. Umatam, sorry, he's the one that's Margilota. Umatam, and what did it say? Because she's Margilota, which means that according to this explanation, that the Davar Acher is an explanation to the first answer. Meaning it's not three different answers. There's the first answer, which was Upasul V'Ipsula. Second answer, Doraita Drabanan, right? And now the Davar Acher is explaining, right, which is the Upasul V'Ipsula. Why is it that there's still a ketubah? Because who Margilota? Why, by the case of that, there's no ketubah? He margilauto. So says the Gemara, another answer, other ikadam, some people say, it's the Rabbi Ktanina. It's the second answer. It's the continuation of the second answer. Rabbi Ktanina v'chalutza kasher. He had a question about chalutza. Why? Chalutza is only the Rabbanan. V'idla ketubah. So therefore, right, there is a ketubah. So why be'emet then, right, is the Chachamim not, why didn't they do a chizuk l'divrei? Right? Which means one more time. Right? What do we have? You have a kohen idiot, right? Kohen gadol, who's he not allowed to get married to? Even to an almana. Kohen idiot is not allowed to get married to a grusha. We always add in bachalutza. Bachalutza is only the rabbanan. Is when it says veisha grusha veisha. There it's only grusha. From the extra vav veisha they learn chalutza also. So therefore chalutza is only a din rabbanan. It's not a din doraita. Right? So therefore, since it's only a din de rabbanan and not a din de raita, so therefore he comes and he says, so then 1 second, there, why do we say then that the Chachamim do not need to make a chizuk l'divrei? We learned over there that she gets a ketubah. So Hadar Amar, therefore he comes and he says, Kevin, the psulim de rabbanan, zeu margila, vezoi margilato. He says, no, since the entire psul is only de rabbanan, that's why there's going to be difference between who's the one that's instigating. Is it he that's the instigator, or is it she the instigator? Okay? What's the difference between Rabbi and Shimon ben Elazar? That's the difference between Manda, according to Manda that says the what? The Oraita, Hanami Doraita. Here also Mamzeret to Israel and Tira Israel, it's also Doraita. But according to the Manda Amar is Neshu Margila, because he's the one that's Margilota. Hahi Margila, here, she's Masita to Israel. Why? Because the Mamzeret, right, is not any worse, right? She doesn't lose it. So therefore, she's the one that's looking to get married to a regular Jew. Meaning, she's not going to look, think about it, mamzeret. She's not going to look for somebody that's a mamzeret. She's purposely going to look for the Jew. You understand? So therefore, I've seen it a lot of times. Sometimes you have a goy, right? The kilu, no, I'm Jewish. So whatever you do, Chavana, they want to look for the Jew. Why? To show I'm Jewish. But you're a goy. No, but the Chavana, they want to show, no, I'm Jewish. What, you think I'm a goy? I'm Jewish. No, they're a goy. 100% they're goy. But kilu, you understand? So because of the kilu, they want to prove it. So therefore, since here, this mamzeret wants to prove, no, I can get married to whoever I want. She's the one that's margilale. So even though we just said that it was going to be a doraita, since he margilale, there's a knas that she loses out the ketubah. Rabbi Eliezer, according to Rabbi Eliezer, he says that he says 1 second, she's not causing anything. Why? Because there's no takana lezara. There's no takana. So she's not going to come and start coming and getting rid of his zera. Even though it's not true. Nowadays, she doesn't, the goya does not care. You understand? You think she cares that she doesn't want to come and make his children not pasul. So the mom said at the same thing. What's she going to care? Right? She wants to have children. You think she cares now that now the husband now gets messed over, that now all his children become mamzerim? She doesn't care. But okay, I don't know. That's what the Gemara is saying over here. You're right. So forget about this entire thing about what's the nafkamina between them. The nafkamina to them is machzir dusha. What is machzir dusha? We know that there's a mitzvah to get divorced. Right? Don't get any ideas in there. There's a mitzvah to get divorced. What does that mean? If a person already comes and he wants to get divorced, so there's a mitzvah to get divorced. Right? So says the Gemara, right? There's a mitzvah, but once he already gets divorced, there's a mitzvah, machzir dusha. Right? Right? He falls into the pit again a second. Right? What does it mean? He gets married to her again. Right? That's machzir dusha. Yeah, that's what he says. So what's machzir dusha? What is machzir dusha? He brings back his dusha. So he says, right? As long as she didn't get married to someone else. Yeah? Marriage. Yeah? So here it's also doraita. And if it doesn't be a class, here, she's the one that's causing him to come back to her. So since she's the one that's causing him to come back to her, that's why it's going to be a problem. According to Rabbi Kiva, he says, there's a manzer chayve elavi. Says 1 second, he's lo masita klal bala. Right? He's not doing anything. Why? Because anyway, his children are going to be 100% mamzerim. Ela man, Papa says there's going to be a third nafkamin. What's the third nafkamin? Huh? Be'ula to a kohen gadol. Right? Not an almana to a kohen gadol. Be'ula to a kohen gadol. That's the difference in why. Because there by be'ula, it's only a positive command. It's not a negative command. Remember, almana is a negative command. Right? But it says over there, that almana, the kohen gadol cannot take an almana. Kim betula me'ama b'ikach isha. Kim betula me'ama b'ikach isha is a positive command. But an almana, right? There it says by almana, right? That's by a kohen gadol. So a kohen gadol, right? So by a kohen gadol, it's a little bit different. Okay. So he says over here, here he says, here is going to be magilale. So again, one more time, by the beula to a kohen gadol, it's only going to be a positive commandment. So according to the mandama doraita, it's also doraita. According to the mandama that hu magila, he magilale. Here, she's the one that's magilale. Therefore, we have a knas that she's going to lose her ketubah. He said that there is going to be halal from chayve aseh, which means that we always learn that there's only going to be halal from negative commandments. Here, according to Rabbi Yaakov, there's going to be a halal even from positive commandments. She's not going to cause him to go. Why? But her children are going to become halalim. And Ravashi, but rather Ravashi comes and he says, the difference is which means a person that has a sotah, his wife went off with somebody else and he already gave her kinui stira. Kinui means that he warned her, and in front of witnesses, and also stira. There was stira. So now what happens is, according to the mandamar doraita, there's also doraita. According to the mandamar, that it's because Umar Gilala, here she's the one that's magilala, that she wants him to come back to her. So therefore she loses the ketubah. Or a matya ben charash, that he says even right now, if the husband goes to give her to drink, he has relations with her on the way. He made her into a zona. So then again, he's not going to be magilala, right? Why? Because we already learned this about, right? What does it mean? So he always says she shouldn't move the ketubah. You're right. It's not a sotah vadai, it's sotah vadai, which means that for sure she's a sotah, and then he has relations with her. So according to Rabbi, since it's a sotah vadai, she becomes prohibited to her husband, and therefore we're not going to give her a knas. According to Rabbi, since right, she was the one that caused her husband to go with her, so therefore, right, he doesn't, and she doesn't lose anything. So therefore, we come and we make her a knas that she loses out on her ketubah. Says the Mishnah. We're only going to do the Mishnah. We're going to finish by the Mishnah. Bat Yisrael me'ores leKohen. Imagine you have a Bat Yisrael that is engaged to a Kohen. Remember, the engagement of the Torah, which is the first step of marriage. Or me'uberet to a Kohen. Or she's pregnant from a Kohen. Or shomenet Yavam leKohen. Or she's shomenet Yavam to a Kohen. Lechen Bat Kohen Yisrael. Or a Bat Kohen that is married to a Israel, which means whether she's me'uberet or shomenet Yavam. Lo tochal b'truma, she's not allowed to eat truma. So in all those cases, there's no eating of the truma. Okay? But Israel me'ores leLevi me'uberet levi shomenet Levi lechen Bat Levi Israel lo tochal b'maaser. The same halakha not only applies to truma, also to maaser. Remember, maaser rishon goes to the Lewi. Maaser rishon. Remember the first 10%. Okay, so the Bat Israel that's engaged to a Levi, or pregnant from a Levi, or shomenet Yavam to a Levi, or a Bat Levi that's married to Israel, or pregnant from Israel, or that she shomenet Yavam to Israel, she's not allowed to eat in Maaseh. Next, Bat Levi me'uresed leKohen. When you have a Bat Levi which is now me'uresed leKohen, or me'uberet b'Kohen or shomenet leKohen, v'chein Bat Kohen leLevi, lo tochal truma. Now here she loses on both ends, not from the Kohen, and not from the Levi. So she can have truma, and she cannot have from the Maaseh. We'll continue tomorrow with